Okay, I'm back. And I'm going to show you how I've been a bad girl. Because I say I've been a bad girl because I don't need anything else. At this point, the only thing I would ever need is adhesive. However, sometimes you just see something and you say to yourself, that would bring me joy, right? Oh, my husband got up. He took a little nap after getting up this morning. His back hurts. Okay. Okay. So while the other video is uploading, I will show you what I got. Show you the things that I got. I don't even know. It's like one day. I know what it was. I know. It was one of the doctor's appointments. Which one was it? I think it was when either when I went to the ENT or I went to the cardiologist. And I have to drive by the plaza that has Michael's and Hobby Lobby. So it was either the ENT, which came first. It was probably the ENT visit. And so after the ENT visit, I wanted the lollipop. They don't give lollipops to adults after the doctor's office and you've been good. So you have to reward yourself. Because when you get to be a certain age, and sometimes even younger, you don't always get the best news. So we need a lollipop. So, and I had not been to the lollipop store in a while. Anyway, so I went to the lollipop store. What happened was I went to Michael's. And at Michael's, this was a while back. My ENT appointment was in August. I found one paper pad, and it was on the $4.99. So I got this, and it's the Grateful Gatherings, and it's really, really, and I mean really pretty. Some of the colors and stuff. I'm not too much on the 6x6, and I don't know how you use. They should stop with the 6x6, especially when it's in this configuration where everything's so large. They should just give you another sheet of cut aparts that are smaller, like 4x6. This reminded me of some old-fashioned stuff. Anyway, and these are marigolds, right? They're marigolds. I don't know what they think they are, and then some generic paper, but I missed. And that's pretty. Got some sparklies on it. Got some, pumpkins, more marigolds. I don't know what they think they are. I mean, it was just really pretty. And I said, yeah, I'll take that. So, ooh, wait a minute. Ooh, that one was pretty. I don't know. I'm sure. See, that is just so pretty. I'm sure quite a few people have seen this one already. Anyway, and there's some cut aparts. Literally have to cut them apart. Okay, so I got that. And then while I was there, Halloween was barely out. And so I love polka dots. You're either polka dots or stripes. I'm a polka dot person. Always have been. And it's like glittery. I didn't use that on any of my projects that I did. The purses, didn't use this on any of them. I don't even think I'd started them. Maybe I had started them already. I don't remember. Okay. And then I went over to Hobby Lobby. And that's whenever I discovered, to my dismay, that Hobby Lobby had decided to downsize their paper crafting section, which paper crafting meaning their paper pads, and they left the sheet, the loose sheets, single sheets, that looked to be about the same. But the paper pad, the 12 by 12 and the 6 by 6, and what is it, 4.5 by 6.25 or something like that, those had all been, that section had been shrunk. Anyway, and I was very, very disappointed. Let me check my camera. I know that sounds funny because it's not a camera anymore, it's a phone, but I'm gonna make sure I'm still going. I can't even see it. Wait a minute. Okay, yes, I'm going. All right. I'm a little crookedy, actually. I'm almost afraid to touch it sometimes. I'm afraid it's gonna stop. Okay. So, but I went ahead and I went over. I looked at the Christmas paper, and I actually looked at the fall first, and I found this confetti, and I'm fairly certain that I have the confetti, but it's so pretty. It's just so pretty. Okay, so I had that. I got, I'm trying to see if I had anything in here that I missed before. Okay, and then I went over to the Christmas, and the Christmas, I think at that point it was 40 maybe, and I got the Walking in a Winter Wonderland. I'm not being all pink for Christmases, but this has this hellaciously thick cardboard back. But this one was kind of pretty. Let's see. Let me see. It's pretty. It reminded me of, I don't know, kind of not nostalgic, but the 50s. The pink stuff did. I love holly. I love holly leaves and holly berries. Kind of 50-ish. Remember whenever they all had the silver metal trees and stuff. Anyway, that backboard on that is so thick. Let me see if I can do it this way. Maybe like that. Nope. Yeah. But this one was just pretty. And this is just not this is not even pretty. This just isn't even pretty. It's too wishy-washy. I like more defined images. I do like that one. But anyway, and everybody's into the ribbon thing. I'm not into the ribbon thing. Yeah, ribbon around the candy cane, that's okay. But just ribbon. And this reminds me of I forget what that paper pad was that I had, where the kids were sledding and all that. And this is just annoying. See, I don't get the bows. At least, that one's got a candy cane. Some of them, but they're just bows too. I don't know. So anyway, this reminds me of another paper pad that they had out, and I like that. Anyway, so I got that. And then I said, what else can I get to go with this? I couldn't. They make sticker packs. They have 9 or 12 stickers in them, and they want $3 for them. And I don't play that. So I think this was 40% off. And this looked like some of it the washi tape would match. And what I'm going to do with it, I have no clue. But I just know that I may have still have the receipt. I do. At Michael's that day, I spent $7.25. And at Hobby Lobby that day, I spent $8.74. I kept the receipts. I didn't spend a lot, but I didn't need it. That being the point. Okay, so a little while passes, and I'm on Amazon getting something else, getting something I need, like cat food. I always need cat food. I buy it by the case on Amazon. The cans, little cans of it. And I go over and I say, oh, let me look at the dyes. So I look at the dyes, and these cats are so cute. And I keep thinking, oh, I probably have them. But they're like that, where you cut them out and then they're peeking over the edge or something. So I got those. And then this is Glow Blend, and it's fall, so I need to use it now, but I don't need that anymore. The latte cup with the top and everything. And I would have to go back on there and see how they had that all put together. Look at the pictures, because I wouldn't even know how to do that. Okay, so I ordered that online. Okay, I did that. And then I said, oh, well, let's let me cruise over to, just go in Dollar Tree. I already had these, because I planned on putting them on these purses. Oops. The cats just thought I threw them something. And I said, how am I supposed to get them on there? I'm going to have to find some jump rings. So I got them, and then I got these, but these are bigger and a different color, I think. Well, definitely a different color. These are Caucasian, these are African American skeletons. Don't hate on me, please. I mean, come on. I mean, don't be silly. We're different colors. Our skeletons, I know, are not different colors. So I got that. I got another pack of these, and they were $1.50. Why did I get those? I didn't need them. I was trying to get rid of the ones I had. Okay. And then I said, oh, that's what I got at Dollar Tree, was that. And I may have gotten these, which are the ornaments, but I use these on cards because they're real thin. Okay. And I don't even know what these are made of. They look fun. Okay. All right. So, and then I went to it was either Dollar General or Family Dollar, and their stickers are better looking than the ones from Dollar Tree, and they're only $1. And I had these. I didn't need those, but they were only $1. See, this is where it just it just starts to get fuzzy. You know, you hear the buzzing in your ears and say, "They're only $1. They're only $1." Okay. All right. Then when I went on my medication, I really started feeling sorry for myself when I had to take another pill. I always prided myself on getting to the age I am and actually only have to take one pill, which is my Synthroid. You know, half the country's on Synthroid. I mean, I do take, basically during the summer, I take an allergy pill, a prescription Zyrtec every day. And then I had to go on another pill, and it made me feel old. And but you know, I got thinking, you are old, Pam. You are old. I'll be 68. I said, okay. I went on Michael's because I've been seeing people haul the paper pads, and I went on Michael's, and I said, let me go and see if the Halloween is on clearance yet. Here's my receipt. Let's just say that I ordered enough to get free shipping. And a little bit more. Anyway, I will tell you what it was and how much it cost. Okay. I got the haunted house die set. And it was, I don't know, after some discount I got was $4.24. You know, it was regularly $9.99. $4.24. Yep. And then this one was also $4.24. It's called what? One was called Haunted House Layering Die Set, and the other one's called Gothic Gate and Tree Layering Die Set. And that's what it looks like on the back. And that's what that looks like on the back. So anyway, okay, got those. And then I found this in 6x6, and I said, that is so cute. Gingerbread Forest. And the Gingerbread Forest 6x6 pad ended up being $3.56. How they come up with these prices, I don't know. But it was double-sided. And this one's so cute. Look. Of course, you don't get a lot of them. You get 2 of that. And see, a double-sided sweater. I got lots of sweater pattern. And there's some things you can put on the inside of the card to decorate the inside. You know, there's pine trees, gingerbread forest. Now, where that's a horrible green sweater, cable sweater color. I don't know why they put that in there. And then there's that. You know, like that. And this has absolutely nothing to do with anything at all. And this is cute. And that's kind of, oh well, I guess you could make a card out of that. Card front. And then I like the wood planks. Pretty floor. Okay, so then we got, there, that one. And the back of that one's pretty cool. But it's called Gingerbread Forest. So I like that, so I got that. And so, let's see. We're getting, that was Christmas. We're getting to that was, and this was Halloween. We're getting to it. Let me see what this, oh, they had the 12 by 12 in the gingerbread forest. So sure. Yeah. Okay. I'll take that one too. They had different things in here. They have cut-aparts in here. Okay. And they have that. The paper's totally different. They have these. Okay. So we got the gingerbread forest. And that was $10.19. Regularly what? I don't even know. $19.99? Okay, what's this one? Vine and Velvet. Let's see. Vine and Velvet. 12 by 12 paper pad. $4.24. And it's pretty. Couldn't pass it up. Some of it's pretty. Not all of it. That I like that one. Okay. That's pretty. That's pretty. They look like pineapples. Little gourds, little pumpkins or something. And again, that's a daylily. That's a daylily. What does daylily have to do with fall? Absolutely nothing. Who makes these pads? And sweater. Anyway, more daylily. And truly, truly, disgustingly awful, ugly 6x6 cuts. I mean, really, they're horrible. Throwaway. What you do is you cut it up and use the back to line cards if your card's as a color and you need an extra. This, I don't know what I do with that, but it was, that's kind of cute right there. But it was $4.24. And then this one is called Berry Tapestry, $4.24. I never would have thought the pinkish purpley would draw me, but it sure does. And then the first thing after the cut-aparts, we get green plaid for some unknown reason. And this is like books and tea. Okay, wood planks. Plaid for a kid's birthday party. I don't know, there's a barn and purple trees. Psychedelic, man. And then there's a throwaway page. Turn it over, cut it up, turn it over, use it to line the inside a card. That was kind of cute. Socks and tea and cocoa and knit caps. That's pretty. And now we've got turkeys thrown into the mix. Does it sound like I'm making fun of this pad? I am. That's pretty. This one is cool. I like it for some reason. I like it. Sparks a little happy in me. This is pretty. Has nothing to do with fall. Okay. Pretty. Nothing to do with fall. Looks kind of retro 60s. And then there's pink. And then there's pumpkin. And then, glittery pinky gold pumpkin. And then we have rabbits and mice. Okay, so we skipped right to Easter. And this just says a bunch of words. Let's watch the leaves turn colors. Change in the air. That's kind of cute. And then we have turkey and pies again. Then we have pink ticking. That's what it looks like to me. It looks like ticking fabric. And then, I don't know. Oh, wait, and this. Pink leaves. Okay, so that was the berry tapestry. That was $4.24. All right, here we go. And she kept going. Christmas. This pad is literally just called Christmas. And Christmas was, they may be calling this peppermint Christmas. I don't see peppermint in it anywhere. I mean, I see peppermint, which was $10.19. Pretty. I like it. Gold, red, green. But then we got pink. I like the gold, the red, and the green. I'm pretty much traditional. And some of it looks flocked with snow. So I got that one. Yes, I have more. Silent Night. And most of it is supposed to look like Christmassy. It doesn't look anything like Christmas. It looks like Tim Burton's idea of Christmas because it doesn't have a whole lot to do with Christmas. There, now, this is cool. That's a black Christmas tree. I kind of like it. I'm not going to lie. But then there's nothing to do with Christmas, nothing to do with Christmas. I think it's got, I don't know what's on it. I don't know, some sort of. And then we have glittery, tiny little glittery deer, reindeer. Could be reindeer, could be male deer, just male deer. I don't know. And then nothing to do with Christmas, nothing to do with anything. Then just kind of dark, and then just what? Geometric patterns. And then we have some, the kind of, yeah, okay. Merry Christmas. It says, all is calm and joy to the world, and 'tis the season, and there's some more pretty glittery reindeer. Anyway, you get the gist. Oh, and let's not forget the bows. Got to have the freaking bows in there. Polka dots. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. It might be more a New Year's. I'm just not feeling it. Okay. And then there was the Dead Regency, which I should have gotten the small one because don't even know why I got this one. It was a 12 by 12 for $6.36, and all of the patterns are way too big. Pam made a mistake, and that doesn't have anything to do with anything. This is kind of pretty. That's just wild. And that, I don't know. You could frame that. I might frame that one. I kind of like that. That's kind of pretty. I have some paper that's already similar to that. Way too big. Frame it. That could be framed. Kind of looks piratey. These you could cut out, but then, whoa. And that was that. And that was it. That's what I got from Michael's. So that's me being bad. Me being bad, making some poor choices, spending money that I could better be spent somewhere else. But I did go to Walmart day before yesterday and bought myself a new little chenille sweater that I can wear over some clothes. So I did spend some money on something I could actually use. Some, not this stuff. Some of it's okay. I like the gingerbread stuff. A lot of the pages. But that's it. Yeah, I was bad. I think that's it. And that's enough. All right, I'm going to get it and turn that off, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching. Bye. Bye-bye.